Okay, so the first time we put Mikey Mouse into the maze, he scurries down chute number 1, and there's no cheese. So he questions what's going on, and he continues to look, maybe 2 or maybe chute number 3. In this instance, 3, and there's nothing there. So he says, what the heck? And eventually, even by chance, he'll find that the cheese is in number 2. So Yum Yum, he gets a treat. And for 999 times, we put that cheese right there in chute number 2. And this 1000th time, we're going to move that cheese. We're going to move that cheese to chute number 3. But Mikey Mouse doesn't know this. So we insert him into the maze, and he immediately scurries down number 2 to get his reward, his treat. But he's frustrated. What the heck? Where's my cheese? Now, most people think that he'll just immediately now go look in chute number 1 or chute number 3. But really, he'll go back to the start. It has to be his fault, because the cheese has always been there. And now it's not. It's in 3. So we put him in, and he'll scurry down to number 2 fast to get his reward. And he'll be frustrated. But this is the way it's always been. This is the way I've learned. It has to be this way. And rinse and repeat. When all along, he could have thought outside the norm and went exploring. And instead of being right, he could have got the cheese. Yum, yum. So I ask you, do you want to be right? When you're right, you know best. Like the mouse and grim face. Or do you want to get the cheese? The cheese is your way. And not worry so much about image. Want to be right or get the cheese? Okay, I drive a small Toyota Yaris, and I don't get a lot of respect on the road. So when I'm getting on the highway, on the on-ramp, or I want to change lanes, big trucks, big pickup trucks, semis, and fast cars don't want to let me. So I got a tactic. I speed up, which they take the bait, and they speed up, and then I tap my brake. They go speeding ahead, and I get right in the lane. So you want to be right or get the cheese? Example number 2. We were on the Norwegian Pearl recently, and we were pretty much stuck with 3,000 people the whole week, and we wanted to get the cheese. We stayed on the boat when everyone got off the boat and went on excursions and crowds and 2 hours of waiting for boats. My friend and I, we just had every restaurant, every tanning chair we could sleep in. This also applied when we went to excursions. We paid to go on our own, and we didn't have any crowds. If you could see in these pictures, we had everything to ourselves, so we got the cheese. These were the biggest crowds we had, and they were probably from other boats and other tourists. But basically, we didn't care if we were seen. The crowds all had to huddle together and be seen with their new souvenirs and whatnot. And you can see here, we get further away from the crowd. Nobody in our areas. After we were finished eating, my brother and I decided we were going to play a game of volleyball. We had a choice, volleyball or football, but we were going to play volleyball. Nice leisurely game with the females. So once they rotated, we decided that's when we jump in. My brother on one side of the net, myself on the other, make it even. One guy for each team. A nice leisurely game of 6-on-6. So my brother and I, on each team, when we rotated the first time, one of my crazy cousins said something really bad. You bunch of bleep, bleep, bleeps can't handle playing with the men. And my brother and I were like, oh man, come on, it's a family game. We had some little girls playing and stuff. Next time we rotated, of course, big mouth, macho man. You guys can't handle. I need a picture of my aunt, but I don't have one from the 70s. So next time they move and rotate, my brother was across the net and he looks at me and he goes, the guy said something really, really, really bad this time, and one of my aunts looked even more embarrassed. And he says, you want to be right or you want to get the cheese? Stubborn. Tradition. You want to be the bunch of sweaty dudes trying to hurt each other and show off? Or you want to get the cheese? You want to get the cheese as in playing with the women, a fun game, just leisurely having a good time. Then after the beer bathroom break, my crazy cousin, the macho man, decides he's going to join. I was like, what is going on? One of my aunts knew, she left. And his crazy best friend, the wannabe crazy man, joined on the other side of the net to, quote, even it out. So on the first serve, those two go up to try to spike each other. Bam! And then their way, they knock down my aunt, and then the other one spiked the ball right on her. So needless to say, one by one, the crazy cousins didn't treat it like a family show. They treated it like men. Bam! In your face. And one by one, they took out the women. And boop, boop, they all decided they had to go to the side injured. And after all the women were over on the side, the men kept playing. When they came over, you could see here, they weren't too happy about making jokes. Well, thanks for reviewing the video. If you feel that it's proven useful to you in some manner, please feel free to suggest it. Share it with your friends. Again, thank you for viewing.